Welcome to the weather forecast for the last week of September, week of September 27th. Chief Meteorologist John Ensworth here for Longmont Public Media. Friday the 29th is a full moon. It'll be absolutely beautiful out there. Very clear. Sun is pretty active. We are getting lots of aurora reports across the planet. Not too close to Colorado this last week that I heard of, but definitely places in the northern tier of states. For drought conditions, a little lessening in the drought down here just around I-25, but that's about it. And nationally, drought gets a little worse in Texas, New Mexico, upper Midwest, and up in the Pacific Northwest. We are getting rain in some places and not in others. Looking at smoke, we've had quite a period of time without rain. We do have some small local fires now, and just a little bit of general smokiness around. I think I smelled some yesterday as I went out to my car. Got just enough to register that way. And this is why I look at the last 7 days. Some rain up in north of Fort Collins, but that's kind of it. Little bit, like 1/10 of an inch, less than a quarter down here in the Four Corners area. But really, I did not put the city names on in pink this time because you can read them. All right, this is the last time we look at severe weather climatology, ending in the first week of October. You can see it really peaks in June, starts to back off in July, and then pretty much leaves in the third week of September, fourth week of September. Then it just drops down to the heart of Tornado Alley for the beginning of October, and that's going to be it. So the actual severe weather chances aren't there. They're over here in the Ohio Valley, and no real convection except Montana and along the southern states. North of us on Thursday, south of us, and out here in Ohio. And then Friday, another bit of a front, kind of pushing through, marginal risk up here around Minneapolis, the Dakotas, Nebraska. And we are high and dry in the surface map as well. Dry. There's a little cool front coming down for Friday. Maybe that's not reminiscent, but foretelling of the next Friday, which we have something hopefully interesting to talk about. So the normal high temperatures dropped from 73 to 69. We're below 70 now for our expected high. We're just about ready to drop into the 30s for our expected low temperature, 43 to 40. So a little chance of showers out here around the 4th or so, but we'll see. Moderate amount of moisture in the atmosphere, but nothing really happening. Stuff to watch in the tropics, but nothing really there either. The reason is we just have this ridge that just keeps forming in the west. The next interesting storm of any significance is a week and a half from now, which means this is pretty much a fantasy. This could be nothing by the time or even a week out or 5 days out, we look at that. Nope, no storm. But right now, the GFS has a very vigorous trough coming in, positively tilted. We have good cold air slamming down. There's a cold front racing down the front range, not onto the plains, and snow down to low elevations with rain further east. The next 6 hours has snow in this area too, just not quite as intense. So let's put it in motion. We're not going to go that far out. We'll only go 14 days out in the animation. There is a trough coming in over the next couple of days. There's West Coast digging way down to California, then cutting off. By Sunday, we have pretty strong south-southwest winds aloft, and it just kind of lifts up and over as that ridge doesn't want to give away. There's a piece going by, but that's our little chance on the 4th and 5th of some showers. But right now is expected to be pretty dry. But for the Friday the 6th and 7th, it does go that far. There's the big trough that goes by and could give us snow. So maybe that first trough will kind of prime things. So let's take a look at the above normal temperatures. We are near record, like 88, 89 over the next couple days, ending the week. And the records are 90, 91, 92 through here. So just within a couple degrees. There's some storms on October 1st. There's that trough digging down to the west. Here we come to the 2nd and 3rd. You can see this big battle zone right over Colorado. 4th and 5th, some cool air finally starts coming in. Storms dry south. Thursday the 5th, the cold front finally really pushes down. And you can see this cold front, monster cold fronts going through the Great Lakes all the way down to Brownsville, Texas, and into Mexico. So maybe this is what will bring in fall. We need to get cold by the time we get to the Halloween season. So very bone dry here throughout the atmosphere. Precipitable water here. So this Saturday and Sunday, moisture does come back, but there's we don't have the right temperature profile in the atmosphere to make much happen. The dry air kind of starts coming in with that southwest push that I mentioned, and then by Thursday, the 4th and 5th, we have this low kicking in. On Friday, there's the moisture that it pushes uphill into the cold, dry air now that's pushing down. Good dew points. We are 40s and 30s. Pretty dry into Friday. 20s, some 50s out here, but right along the front range it's in 30s and 40s. There's mid 40s for Sunday the 1st or so, and then dropping back to the 30s. So yeah, moisture up above, but at the surface it's really dry. So you might see some clouds and some stuff evaporate. Then we get into the 4th and the 5th. See if the moisture at the surface comes back. It tries to, but here's the super dry air coming in with the cold front. Look at that. Arizona's really going to feel it too. And that cold front scours all the dew point moisture away. So now you get a chance to see this possibly imaginary made-up snowstorm. Friday this week, dry. Going Saturday into Sunday, stuff in the very southern counties, and the way it goes. Monday, here's into Tuesday, nothing at all. Then Wednesday, and then Thursday, here comes our chance of precipitation. Here comes rain and snow. There's heavy snow, moderate snow, and then it's out. So 12-hour storm, pretty short. Chance of snow day, not much. So over the next 5 days, bone dry still. Concerned about fire danger. Over the next 5 days, no snow. Over the next 10 days, it doesn't quite get us into the heart of that Friday storm, but we have 3/4 to a half inch of water right along west of I-25, some good water, and snow pretty significant in the mountains. We're going to have 8-10 inches up in the higher elevations here. So yeah, first good snow in the mountains is possible by then. In the short term, pretty hot, 87, 89, 86, 84 through this weekend, and then we cool down next week. Our first hint of showers coming in on Tuesday. The September, it didn't show it. Okay, well, that's correct. September outlook was for above normal temperatures, and we definitely had that this time. So the National Weather Service was good on that. The October outlook takes us a little cooler, equal chances of either being hotter normal than normal. September outlook had us equal chances of precipitation or not, and we had both. We ended the month dry. And October we have maybe a little better chance of picking up some moisture. Only thing in the tropics is Felipe, and it is dying. It's becoming a tropical storm, becoming a depression as it gets around Puerto Rico. So just a bunch of showers. There's a tiny chance it might come back to life if the shear out here can go away. And you do have rotation and low pressure, so if you can get some storms going, well, it could become a threat in the Gulf later. Check out Longmont Leader for frequent weather updates and local news. Lately, I haven't done very many weather updates because there's nothing new in the weather. It's just been boring. All right, this has been Chief Meteorologist John Ensworth, urging you to keep looking up.